Welcome to Deep Quotes. In this video, we explore the depth of Carl Jung's thoughts on the unconscious mind, shadow, and the journey toward wholeness. His words help us understand not only who we are, but who we are afraid to become. If people can be educated to see the lowly side of their own natures, it may be hoped that they will also learn to understand and to love their fellow men better. A little less hypocrisy and a little more tolerance towards oneself can only have good results in respect for our neighbor. For we are all too prone to transfer to our fellows the injustice and violence we inflict upon our own natures. I don't believe there is a God. I know there is a God. Only one who has risked the fight with the dragon and is not overcome by it wins the treasure hard to attain. He alone has a genuine claim to self-confidence, for he has faced the dark ground of his self and thereby has gained himself. This experience gives him faith and trust. Sometimes a tree tells you more than can be read in books. For better to come, good must stand aside. Much of the evil in the world is due to the fact that man in general is hopelessly unconscious. Dawn is born at midnight. As a child, I felt myself to be alone, and I am still, because I know things and must hint at things which others apparently know nothing of, and for the most part do not want to know. The healthy man does not torture others. Generally, it is the tortured who turn into torturers. Nobody can fall so low unless he has a great depth. If such a thing can happen to a man, it challenges his best and highest on the other side. That is to say, this depth corresponds to a potential height, and the blackest darkness to a hidden light. You must live life in such a spirit that you make in every moment the best of possibilities. What did you do as a child that made that hours pass like minutes? Herein lies the key to your earthy pursuits. Please remember, it is what you are that heals, not what you know. Enlightenment doesn't occur from sitting around visualizing images of light, but from integrating the darker aspects of the self into the conscious personality. Our world has become dehumanized. Man feels himself isolated in the cosmos because he is no longer involved in nature. Perhaps I myself am the enemy who needs to be loved. Nature is not matter only. She is also a spirit. Find out what a person fears most, and that is where he will develop next. Filling the conscious mind with ideal conceptions is a characteristic of Western theosophy, but not the confrontation with the shadow and the world of darkness. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. The latter procedure, however, is disagreeable and therefore not popular. An inflated consciousness is always egocentric and conscious of nothing but its own existence. It is incapable of learning from the past, incapable of understanding contemporary events, and incapable of drawing right conclusions about the future. It is hypnotized by itself and therefore cannot be argued with. It inevitably dooms itself to calamities that must strike it dead. As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere being. Show me a sane man, and I will cure him for you. Perfection belongs to the gods. The most we can hope for is excellence. There is no light without shadow, and no psychic wholeness without imperfection. What happens after death is so unspeakably glorious that our imagination and our feelings do not suffice to form even an approximate conception of it. The dissolution of our time-bound form in eternity brings no loss of meaning. Nothing worse could happen to one than to be completely understood. No man can change himself into anything from sheer reason. He can only change into what he potentially is. It is a bewildering thing in human life that the things that cause the greatest fear is the source of the greatest wisdom. The man who promises everything is sure to fulfill nothing, and everyone who promises too much is in danger of using evil means in order to carry out his promises, and is already on the road to perdition. 12 experts gathered in one room equal one big idiot. If one does not understand a person, one tends to regard him as a fool. If there is a fear of falling, the only safety consists in deliberately jumping. Conflicts create the fire of affects and emotions, and like every fire, it has two aspects, that of burning and that of giving light. Nature does not deceive or conceal, but reveals. It is only our deeds that reveal who we are. Freedom stretches only as far as the limits of our consciousness. We deem those happy who from the experience of life have learned to bear its ills without being overcome by them. It is the individual's task to differentiate himself from all the others and stand on his own feet. All collective identities interfere with the fulfillment of this task. Such collective identities are crutches for the lame, shields for the timid, beds for the lazy, nurseries for the irresponsible. The most important question anyone can ask is, what myth am I living? The reason for evil in the world is that people are not able to tell their stories. If you are unhappy, you are too high up in your mind. Most channels on the internet make up quotes and attribute them to the wrong people, and that honestly annoys us. Here on Deep Quotes, we do the opposite. We carefully share only real quotes, so you can trust what you hear. No fake words, no wrong names. Our content is organized into different series, from scientists and philosophers to business titans, and much more. We also create multi-part series focused on one individual, like Einstein, Leo Tolstoy, and many others. You can find links to all our series in the description. And don't forget to subscribe. Your support motivates us to create more meaningful videos for you. Thank you for watching Deep Quotes. See you in the next part.